Central Arizona Raceway. We got them racked, we got them stacked, and we've got the grandstands packed. Let's go racing over turn number 4. We are green. Kasey Kahne is going to have the race lead down the back straightaway. Side by side for second into turn number 3. Brad Sweet underneath of Robbie Price. They get very close off the corner, but Sweet's got the second spot across the line. Now Brad Sweet trying to track down his car owner. How aggressive will he get with Kasey Kahne, knowing what's on the line for him? As they're side by side back behind for 4th. Tyler Courtney and Aaron Reitzel give that spot to Sunshine off the 4th corner. Reitzel back to 5th. Going to take a few laps to burn off the new moisture on the racetrack, but once that happens, it should be slick, should be 2 grooves, should be super wide around the Arizona Raceway here. Coming around this time by 3 in and 22 to go for Kasey Kahne. Brad Sweet trying to go to the outside of Kasey Kahne, but here comes Tyler Courtney to the inside. It's a 3-car battle at the front of the field. Kahne now trying to work to the outside of the first lap cars. Brad Sweet pokes his nose to the bottom. Down the back straightaway, they're side by side, at least the lap car and Kasey Kahne. Kahne trying to get by Landon Crawley. He will make the pass off of turn number 4. 1 lap car between your first and second place machines. 10 laps in, 15 to go. Brad Sweet breathing down Kahne's neck. Down the back straightaway, look at the inside. Thinks better of it, goes back to the outside. Kahne around the bottom. Sweet might have him off the corner. Off of turn number 4, new leader, it's Brad Sweet. Brad Sweet takes the top spot away. He leads on lap number 11, 14 to go. Car off the pace on the backstretch. Silence pulls into the infield. Behind Brad Sweet, now it's a race for second as Kasey Kahne slides up the racetrack in front of Tyler Courtney. Courtney's going to take second into turn number 1. Tyler Courtney to second. Robbie Price not too far back behind in 4th. Kasey Kahne fights back to the inside. He'll take the second spot away in turn 4. Good race going on for second. That brings Robbie Price, Aaron Reitzel, and Rico Abreu into the mix. Tyler Courtney tries to roll the bottom. Does not work there. Reitzel right in front of Robbie Price. They may have made contact off the corner. Aaron Reitzel now up to 4th. Robbie Price going to get passed by Rico Abreu. Abreu's into the top 5. Rico Abreu up to 5th after a little issue there between Reitzel and Price. Out front, it's all Brad Sweet as he's trying to extend his lead, but the yellow's going to come out. There's a car slow in turn 1. It's Austin McCarl. Austin McCarl slow in turn 1 on the top side of the racetrack and will take the leaders out of traffic with 9 laps to go. Looking for the green off of turn 4. We are back to racing here at Central Arizona Raceway. Brad Sweet to the top in turn number 1 and 2, and he pulls away by 8 or so car lengths. Robbie Price back around the outside of Rico Abreu. Move Robbie Price back into the top 5. Bombs away in 3 and 4 as Abreu takes the spot back away. Rico Abreu across the nose of Robbie Price. Price crosses him up. He'll try and throw a slider of his own into turn 1. He's not going to do it, though, as Rico Abreu around the outside maintains the 5th position. Now Price is feeling the heat from Justin Peck as he looks to the inside, but Robbie Price drives around the outside. Kasey Kahne hoping to pull off some late race heroics. 1.2 seconds the last time by across the line. This time by still 1.2 seconds as Sweet makes the move. On Landon Crawley to put him a lap down. Textbook maneuver right there from Sweet. Doesn't even really lose any ground to the number 9 car, Kasey Kahne. Cars are side by side ahead of him, but will it matter with just 2 laps to go? Kasey Kahne, no doubt about it, closing the gap. 9/10 of a second the last time by. Can he do something here on the final lap? 3 cars in front of Brad Sweet. White flag 1 to go. Cars racing in front of Sweet for position. Kasey Kahne 6 or so car lengths back. Sweet gets held up by Kling. Down the back straightaway. Does Kasey Kahne have something? In the final corner. Sweet gets held up by Kahne. Here they come off the corner. Drag race to the line, but Brad Sweet's going to get the win. Kasey Kahne ends up in 2nd. Tyler Courtney in 3rd. 4th goes to Aaron Reitzel, and 5th goes to Rico Abreu.